Hi, my name is Raquel and this is my best friend Mia, and today we're going to be doing a tag called the Bilingual Tag, and it's a video in which we answer questions about being bilingual and just a little bit about myself because I know I've never made a video in English on here. I guess Mexican. I grew up speaking Spanish, learned English at 14, and now I'm 25. So it's been a good 11 years.
Wow, 11 years. And hi, my name is Mia. I lived in Japan most of my childhood. I lived there for 15 years. I was born and raised there in Kyoto, Japan. I came here after living there for 15 years. So I've been here for about 7 years now. Yeah.
Alright, first question. What languages do you speak?
Japanese and English.
English. I speak Spanish and English. I understand other languages, but I'm not fluent in any of them. I can impress Hebrew-speaking people and Arabic-speaking people, but I can't hold, at work, I can't hold a conversation in either of those languages. But I can hold a conversation in Portuguese. Question 2. Would you say you are fluent in both of your languages?
Yes. Although I am having a little trouble talking to my friends in Japan, so it is like a little bit of I'm having less confidence in Japanese now. Yeah,
that happens.
More confidence in English. Yeah.
I would say I'm confident in both. I need to be,
Yeah.
like I speak in Spanish to my family, and I speak English to basically everyone else in my little circle or big circle. Number 3, did you grow up speaking both languages?
Yes. I learned Japanese first. I think. I learned it in kindergarten because my parents, they're both American. They didn't teach me Japanese. I had to learn that for myself. So I think that Japanese was my first language, but they tell me that English is because they taught me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think both. Yeah.
So you grew up speaking both?
Yeah, I grew up speaking both, yeah.
I didn't grow up speaking both. I grew up speaking Spanish. I grew up hearing people or cartoons, I guess, speak English, but I didn't actually start learning it, like to actually use it till I was 13 and 14. Number 4, which language do you prefer and why?
Oh, whenever I'm working at Costco, I always tend to want to talk in Japanese. Just like having Japanese words come out of my mouth. But since it's norm speaking English in America, I'm used to speaking English. But these days I've been wanting to speak in Japanese because I haven't been using it. Yeah. That's why I've been like teaching people.
Because you miss it?
Wow, I've been teaching people to use it because I miss it.
Me too. Well, I actually don't know which one I prefer. I think I'm at the same level, like with both languages. Oh man, like I want to teach Spanish and actually like teach some people like just casually Spanish, but I do like English just because I teach her some Spanish sometimes, and I just like the way English is kind of just very easy to speak. I know not a lot of people feel that way, and I just tripped over my words right now, but
I couldn't tell.
yeah, I like both. Which language do you speak in mostly?
English. Definitely.
English. Number 6, what's your favorite word in your second language?
I guess the second language would be Japanese. Yeah. favorite word is konoyaro.
Okay.
Whoever
What?
knows Japanese, you know this word. You don't really use it, but you want to.
Actually, in the second question, you're supposed to
Like if
translate
you're
it.
angry. Oh, dang it!
So I guess my favorite word in English. Oh man, shut up.
She's popular.
No. It's Chipotle asking.
That was just from Chipotle.
It's Chipotle asking me to rank order. I have to think about this one. Actually, I'm just gonna give the same answer I gave in my previous video. I like saying alright. Like, alright, let's do this. Like,
You say that a
okay. So the 7th question is, what's the translation of that word in your first language?
Konoyaro is you dog. Yeah,
I want to say perra.
I guess so.
Alright, so yikes.
Konoyaro. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Oh.
You're upset at them and you want to like say this. Konoyaro. I say this with my brother.
You say conejo?
No, Konoyaro.
Conero?
Konoyaro.
That means cone man in Spanish.
Con man?
Cone man.
Oh, cone man.
Like the man with the cones, like on the road.
Oh, the actual person that puts cones.
Yeah. Oh, I say. Anyway, the translation of my favorite word to Spanish, I guess, would be sale vale. Number 8. When do you most often use your second language? So for you, that would be Japanese.
Japanese. Whenever I talk to my friends in Japan, but I think I used to use it a lot when I was working at this ramen shop because my boss was Japanese, so I would talk to her in Japanese. But right now, just to my brother and my mom, even though she doesn't speak Japanese. Yeah.
You
She still understands it.
You just talk Japanese at her.
Yeah, I can like
Here it is, Mom.
secret language.
For me, I guess, well, I use my second language, English, every day. At work, at church, with my friends. Yeah. Number 9, do you prefer watching movies dubbed in your first or second language?
I like if I'm watching anime, I would like to hear it subbed, like English subbed. I want to hear it in their language because it's a little weird. It's not the same
Yeah.
because the culture is different and yeah.
Yeah, same. I don't want to see anything dubbed. So this question, And number 10, literally translate your favorite expression or phrase from your second language into your first. We may have to think about this one for a bit. So after thinking about that one for
Very long time.
yeah, it got dark. What's your favorite?
Mine would be "Nande ya nen?" and that's Osaka dialect because I'm from Osaka. Like I'm from Kyoto, but it's close to Osaka. So "Nande ya nen?" is basically saying "What the heck?" or "Why?" or yeah, just like "Are you stupid?" That kind of phrase.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
For me, I just find it funny when people use the word the phrase "it is what it is." I just think it's not even that smart. It's just like, it is what it is, you know? And in Spanish, that would be "es lo que es." Or "así son las cosas." Number 11. Do you code switch? Switching from one language to another in the middle or after a sentence.
Oh yeah, very often. That's why I stop really often. Like whenever I talk to people, I have that just pause, and they're like waiting and waiting, but I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm just thinking of what the word is because I'm thinking in Japanese, and then I say it in English. So that's what code switches, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I used to code switch a lot, and then I just I don't know what happened, but I still do it sometimes, just with some people, like with my other best friend Jimena. Like, and we actually hi Jimena. We actually said it like in the video that we made together, which is the other bilingual tag before this one. But other than with her and maybe John, I don't really like code switch. Number 12. Did being bilingual make school harder or easier for you?
Oh, wow. I think for me, it was a little hard because I felt embarrassed of pausing all the time when I was talking to people, and I wanted to know the slangs in English. But I guess that's just the friend, like that part of school. But learning English, it wasn't a difficulty for me.
Yeah, English is kind of easy.
Yeah.
For me, did being bilingual make school harder or easier? Well, for me, it obviously made it easier. You know, you kind of need to know English, because that's my second language. You kind of need to know English in the public school system if you want to graduate high school. And like go into college, which is what I wanted to do, which is what I did, and then I graduated college. But anyway, oh my gosh, I graduated college.
Oh my gosh.
Just dawned on me. But yeah, it made school easier. How does being bilingual benefit you nowadays?
I guess the biggest thing is the not so much talking, but knowing the culture difference. And actually, when you know the language, it's better for you to know what kind of humor they have, know what kind of culture, and just talking with them can expand more of unity in this world.
Yeah,
that is deep.
I think it was so cool when we went to Mexico City. And like you would like order in Spanish.
Yeah, and I was trying so hard.
Oh my God.
It was so cool seeing you guys speak in Spanish, because I could see, because you guys are so fluent, it made it so beautiful,
like, and accessible too. Like,
yeah,
oh
and
gosh,
that's
it's real.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yes.
Yeah.
So the culture is really important when you have bilingual skills.
Yeah. For me, being bilingual benefits me in that I can get translation jobs. Like, I feel like I'm at a job interview. Tell me about yourself. Just, you know, when you speak two languages, you have double the opportunities. You know, you have double access to stuff like jobs, friendships, books, just a lot of stuff. Like, you can even read the Bible in different languages, which I think that's really cool. Like, I read the Bible last year in English for the first time in my life, like the whole Bible, and it was really cool. I think I learned a lot about like my faith and like the language that I speak all the time. And yeah. Last two questions. Do you have more friends that speak your first or your second language?
Half and half.
Half and half.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think more of my friends speak English than they speak Spanish. And last question, number 16. What language would you like to take up next?
Korean, Hangul.
Why?
I knew you were gonna ask that. I love K-pop, first of all, but I love the culture, I love the food, and I just want to visit there. And I think it started from my grandma showing me Korean dramas because she's very obsessed with it. And whenever I go to her house, I just watch Korean shows, and that just sparked my interest. Because it's kind of close to Japanese culture.
Yeah.
But totally different at the same time.
Is it Korean on K-dramas like the same one as like the one that, like, you know, people speak? Because, you know, like in telenovelas, they speak like a really dramatic Spanish. Like they're always like telling each other that like I love you. Like they're
for sure. I think it's
the Mexicans are not like that, by the way.
They're very dramatic. You are so dramatic.
I'm so dramatic
all the time.
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's because I'm a Cancer.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a Leo. I like to brag on myself. That's what they say about Leos.
Someone asked me today if I was a Cancer, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, they could tell.
Those are fighting words, man. So after that tangent, I think the language that I would like to take up next, maybe Hebrew. I'm already like learning Hebrew like on my own, just like listening to like Bible podcasts and stuff. Like they go into like the ancient Hebrew and like the modern Hebrew. So I think I'm already doing that. But I have a lot of customers that speak Hebrew at my work, and they get excited when I say like thank you, like oh tada, and they're like oh you speak Hebrew. I'm like maybe 10 words, man. Like
It gives you excitement.
But yeah, and that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the whole way. I don't know if you would like to say a few words.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting her, and I appreciate this time that I could spend with you and do this. I finally could do it. Yay!
Yeah, finally after like 3 years of friendship. Like, yes.
Paid off.
I'm gonna tag whoever wants to do this video. If you're watching this and you're like, I'm so bored, do it. I'm gonna leave the questions in the description. I'm not gonna leave my social media anymore, but, or am I?
Yeah, leave it.
We'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. I'll see you when I see you, maybe 2 years, 2 months, I don't know.